Okay everybody, so here we are back again. Let's mix up an ugly shade of olive drab and we'll do it. This is my range of colors to do everything from the highest highlight to the darkest shadow. I've already done this once before I boogered the build and started again, so I know I'm redoing stuff that I already did, but here we go. So here is the highlight tone, about 80% olive drab, about 20% flat earth. The flat earth is very bright, browns it up a lot. About 40% yellow ochre on top of that. Another 40 deck tan, give or take. And then about 30 of white. I'm sure that's a little bit of piano guys playing in the background there. So mix in a bunch of water. Try to mix it up on camera for you guys, and you guys will see how ugly it'll turn out. It will be ugly. It's almost khaki-like without being khaki-like. Not sure how to describe the color. I'm really not. So I'm just going to paint with it and see how it goes. I can't screw this thing up anymore. I am pretty happy with the way, excuse me, I'm sorry, that battle damage came out. So again, you guys can have a look for yourselves and see, but I thought that was okay. I finished opening up that tin can all the way. Come on, baby. Focus, pocus, magico eruptus. Come on. So anyway, you can see it's quite boogered. And then there's the two through and through hits above and below the star with the glance, and the two glances on the concrete plates. So let's go ahead and paint to a little bit of classic music. Get rid of my tile plate here. I don't want to have to clean that twice. Okay. So pretty much just all over. Nasty, ugly, highlight olive drab. With any luck, this will all be somewhat chipped down, I hope. I'm gonna have to get under there and do the back real quick as soon as these sides dry. So you can see the paint's already being absorbed quite a bit by the model. Yeah, I don't really care for that song, so we're just gonna move right along. Get under there. I shouldn't need really any or very little highlight on the bottom and on the bottom of the glacis plate. Maybe the back side of the running gear just a little bit. Let me give that a second to dry, and we'll make an assessment and be right back with you guys, okay? So, here we go, color one. Okay, boys and girls, I do like what I'm seeing. I did mix up another cup, slightly lighter, so I'm going to reinforce what I already have and hit those bottom and back areas that I came up light on the last spray. So, let's see what we got going on music-wise here. Okay. Yeah, I think I got pretty close. Oh yeah. Oh my. So anyway, just doing a little bit more highlight here on the bottom, trying to pick up some of the tank's cool rivet details, a lot of shadow and other ancillary type stuff down here. I'm trying to keep it zenithal a little bit, only because I'm trying to uncomplicate. Jesus, Scott, nice. I guess maybe you guys missed that on camera. Maybe I can find some slow motion footage of like a bird came in. That wasn't on the model. But then again, I'm always glad it's not on the model. I am trying to keep this focused on upper areas, but I am trying to also do it like a little bit zenithal, because it really kind of needs to be for me to pull this off with my skills. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Not entirely, but certainly partially. A little bit. Alright, as long as I'm doing okay on the running gear, which quite honestly is the hardest for me to see. So again, I am just trying to focus on the highest areas. But not being the world's greatest airbrusher and not having the greatest tools, Doing the best I can. That is about it for this paint cup again. So, yeah, let's take a look at that back one more time. That's a dry cup, and I'm hoping to get just a little bit more on that front. I just came up just a little bit shy. So, looks like I can pull that off. So, yay me. Another win for the little guy. Anyway, so here it is. Coat 1 of highlight on the Chunky Monkey M4A3E8 Sherman build at S3 Model Works. Damaged concrete side armor, glancing shot, dead shot, but no penetration, 2 penetrations, and a minor glance on the turret, resulting in 3 very jagged exit wounds below the pistol port there, and pretty much dead smack in the middle of both American stars. So, this is where I'm at. Hope you guys are enjoying. See you soon. Bye. Hi everybody, good evening. It's Scott again, S3 Model Works. I'm moving on to the next stage of my Sherman EZ8 build, which is my middle range of olive drab colors. I got the light sprayed last night. I think that was on the last video, the highlight. I'm going to move on to the medium shade tonight. I got a coat of clear on that, so for myself I just have I think it's a Battlefield edition of the Mediterranean campaign playing at very low volume in the background. So I'm going to mix up my paint here. Yeah, sorry. How am I doing this? Alright. Let's see what's on the old. Gosh, these are terrible. Oh my. Alright, here's, Life's a Long Song, Jethro's Hall. Sorry, that took forever. So anyway, the objective here is to go darker. So again, with this one, it's real easy to go too dark. So I'm going to keep it mustardy and yellowy and brown, sort of on the same sort of general tone that I got going on. Although I do have an awful lot of work. I have an awful lot of detail work to do in there, so I'm going to mix up a tad more paint. So anyway, a little blob olive drab in there, followed by some of the very bright earth. Now the roughly 80-20, when I've been talking about the ratios that I've been mixing at, my 80-20, that's my 100%. I'm gauging the 40% and the 30% on the other 2 mixes that I did by eye, quite literally. And I'm going to go less deck tan this time because it just feels like it's washing it out. It's a neat paint effect, but I think much like the dark earth, it's quite strong. So anyway, much more water in there. Let's see how that color looks. I do want this coat light because I want to be able to chip it easily. one extraordinarily light layer of hairspray at a great distance on it, because when I screwed this build up the last time, it just didn't feel right. None of it felt right, man. So I'm just going to be doing some cloudy areas and sort of an opaque-ish sort of finish over the whole thing, but I'm going to be focusing on my middle tone areas, which will be some partially shaded areas, recessed areas, and areas of the underside. I'm not sure how much darker that is. I might give it a little bit more time to work. The Vallejos, like I said, they're very highly pigmented, and sometimes you do miss a stroke of paint here and it can make all the difference. So I just want to make sure that I have it all before I start. So anyway, we should be able to move into chipping fairly quickly after this is done. Let me finish getting my seat situated, because I ain't in no way, shape, or form quite ready to paint just yet. So we'll let that little ditty of a song play out there, and now I got my goggles, my gloves, and my paint, and I just spill all over my mat. My iPod is so funny when I have gloves on. The volume will not respond to my finger touches unless I touch it with flesh. Pain in the butt. So I'll bring us in a little bit for painting so you guys can see and check it out. I'm trying to work right in this area for us, right down here. Again, working on my shadow areas first. Nice and light. I saw that. I slopped. I saw it. And you guys saw it too. I just wanted to do a quick test with my crown off. I'm getting better patterns with it on, so Jesus, I'm slopping paint all over the place. I'm sorry guys, obviously I made it too slippy, too viscous, but that's okay, I'll build it up. Trying not to push it too hard. My paint is very, very light. Very, very thin. I apologize, slopping paint everywhere. I'm just trying to do a panel or a smaller area at a time, that way I'm not just blowing it everywhere, and that seems to actually be working well. So if you guys don't mind hanging out with me, just going to fill in the gap around here. I'm not quite sure what we're listening to, but it sounds an awful lot like a Devo song in an easy listening disc format. Some things I cannot account for in my musical collection. They're just there. Unscrew this turret so I can finish up the top here. Some more Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery. Great song. Jesus. Oh my gosh. What is going on with my cup? It's usually snug as a bug in a rug up there in its valve assembly, but tonight, look at this shit, guys. Look at me screwed up on camera. You guys seeing this? Oh my gosh. Well, we'll have to call those power blocks. Slapped a bunch on the inside. That ain't gonna matter. However, my friend, there is my friend, there is my friend. Maybe that's contributory to a fuel spill is kind of what it's looking like, but then I slopped some over here on the armor as well. Air on these girls, they're pretty wet. One thing's for sure, this layer should chip plenty easily, because there's like no paint on here, almost. Super light. It's going to be a bit difficult to weather the hatch. That one I decided to bend up, this one. Tip's getting a little dry, sorry, just giving it a wipe. Cool song. Haven't heard it in a long time. Or at least I don't remember hearing it in quite a while. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys something that Martin did on his build. He did an additional weld that followed this line all the way out here, but I think you guys can see on the Tamiya kit, when you get into that, that's a good looking seam already. I didn't see the need or the desire to get in there and create a two-part epoxy seam in there. I thought this was great. Maybe it was less prominent on his 148 build. This is the 135, but I don't know. Don't know what his thoughts were on it. Maybe I can message him and find out. Okay, well this is chipped as well. Flick, and then I think I'll kill this video, let it sit, and see how much more, if any, I want to do. It's getting a little sticky, so I still have the 50 cal over here, but I'm going to do that off camera. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm Scott, S3 Model Works. Peace. Hey guys and dolls, how you doing? It's Scott, S3 Motorworks. Been at it again. I put another different color of olive drab on her. Floated it in, finally got it to spray the way that I wanted to. I am seeing a lot of texture. I'm sure you guys may catch some of it in the video. There's a ton on the armor already. But some of the cast areas and the areas in the turret that I did with the glue, they're coming out better and better with each coat. I'd like to chip this for you guys on camera, but I'm not going to waste either of our time. And I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to try and do some... I'm not even going to call it chipping. I'm just going to try and move a little bit of paint, micro something. So anyway, let me give that a shot, and I'll be back after a while. Okay, peace out for now. I'm Scott. Hello everyone. It's Scott at S3 Motorworks again. Sorry, I'm back. Still working on the M4. I think I finally got the tank color down to a modulation that I like. I haven't figured out the pen washing and stuff that I want to do. I think I actually want to go darker. I know this is very odd coloring. The concrete's been painted a different color. It's been washed. I'm going to let it sit overnight and see what I think. But I was going to work on a little bit of the track. I had laid down a coat of, it's about a 50-50 mix of Vallejo Buff and Vallejo Deck Tan. And anyway, I got all the track links laid out here, and I just need to scrub in some silver, so we'll do that. So, just got a little James Bond playing in the background there, Quantum of Solace, I think. This will probably all be sped up, so you guys won't have to worry about what I'm saying, because there really ain't nothing here. Okay? Testers, titanium silver. Correct that. Metallic silver. And I'm just going to be working in these contact patch areas. It'll go pretty quick. As soon as I can get my damn paint open. Yep. So anyway, you guys can see this is going pretty quick, so I'm just gathering footage. I'll be back later when I'm done. Okay? See you guys in a while. Bye. Hello everybody, it's Scott again, S3 Model Works, working on the Sherman M4, the Chunky Monkey build, and I threw some feelers out on Facebook today, and one of my friends had responded in such a way because I wanted to damage it a little bit more than just I did on the hull. So let's bring us down here and I'll show you guys a little bit of what I attempted. Missing bogey right here. I sheared it off. I'm going to get in there with a soldering iron, and I'm going to destruct it a little bit from this direction down this way, like this glancing shot came and dropped in, and then back there on the back side of the bogey. And I have the bogey and some of the constituents. I got some of the rivet heads and some of the shaving pieces and stuff, but I wanted to try and see if I can't get a little bit more of this shaved off, a little bit more of this detail that's in here. I'd like to recover some of this and glue it all back together, like delaminate it, but basically this plating up here. So I'm going to see if I can get in there with a razor blade and get some of it out. If you guys hear the noise in the background, it's just it's like the best of Archer, I think, season 6. Just somebody's YouTube mix playing in the background. So this is hard to film, hard to do. Would have been much easier if I'd have thought of this before any of the build went on whatsoever, because this is a molded in piece of the model's detail on the hull. It would have been much easier to remove had I thought about it, given it a lot more thought than I did. So anyway, I'll just back the camera out and see if I can get a little footage of it, whatever. I may have to take it off in chunks like that, and that's not preferred, but okay. However, before I destroy anymore, I do want to get in here and do these bolt marks, and there are, how many of them? 1, 2, 3. I can see 3 for sure. There's a 4th one in there. In that direction, is that right? Yeah, to the best of my recollection, there's 4. 4 across the top. So these will already be the holes. that would have been prevalent in the armor plate. So let's just get them poked in here real quick and then I'll drill them out. Now, if these are off a little bit, I don't think it's going to matter all that much, because I would imagine an 88 shell is going to create a fair bit of rounding in there. God damn it. My cradle had been working so very good right up to that point. Mark these on the other side as well. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy William Ebaugh for his kind words on my post when I had my feelers out there on Facebook today. And it was his idea. It was like, yeah, just knock it off, drill out the holes, get some posts to act like sheared off bolts in there, and go for it. And I was like, okay, Bill, cool, thanks, man. That was good advice. I'm glad I'm trying it. Not sure how it's going to pan out, but oh well. At least we got those holes drilled. Excuse me. So we still have a couple that are actually on the plate back here. Which, I don't know, man. If I can get under that plate, it would be nice if I could get under there freaking far enough to sort of deflange it and bend it up. That would be a neat sort of effect without having to scratch build the whole thing. But it looks like with the other road wheels in place, it's just not going to be a great option. So I may dick with it off camera some, but I'll get back to you guys, let you know what I'm doing and how it's going. But thanks for the advice and the encouragement there, Bill. I'm looking forward to doing this. So I'm Scott. I'm out for now. I'll check back with you guys later. Bye. Well, here it is. I've done it now. I've decided to blow off the middle bogey. Hopefully you guys can catch some of it there. Drilled out a portion. I'm going to get in there with a soldering iron and booger it up some, but basically it's going to be from what I'm sort of seeing as this glancing shot coming in here and then sort of deflecting down and shearing off the bogey, ass over tea kettle, blowing it back out here on the little diorama, which basically clipped the tank, and then the German tank crew took advantage of the disabled tank as it was paying out its track and taking its final steps, and they put two more on the concrete, which still have to be weathered, but right there, well, the glancing hit, which is right there, the solid hit, which cracked the concrete right there, and then two that went through the turret and one that didn't quite penetrate at a slightly different angle. So that's where we are. And then on the other side, we're going to leave the tracks whole with the penetrating damage below the pistol port and right over the American Star. Hopefully I'll be able to weather those down a little bit more. And they're very faint, but hopefully you guys will be able to see them. But anyway, that is what I've been doing on my M4 tonight. I might play with some rust pigments since I finally got the exhausts the shade of gray that I wanted. But that's my idea for my little tank, and I'm going to blow out the turret, burn everything out, sort of in like a whirlwind pattern, like a fire whirl, typically how it would have burned, and we'll see how it comes out. But anyway, I'm Scott, S3 Model Works. Hi everybody, it's Scott again, S3 Model Works. I'm back working on the M4 Sherman again. I just clear coated my weathering process where I finished up, and I stopped right now. And I'm pretty much almost in exactly the same position as I was a couple of days ago. I've kind of stalled on this a little bit, but I'm going to turn you guys down here and give you a little bit of a look-see outer. I've been thinking about where to blow in the fire, and fairly well coming down to the conclusion that it's going to be right here, wrapped around the turret, fade across the top, and then begin again on the exit side, come around the turret, and just sort of like a little whirlwind there. So I've got some colors laid out, and it's a method that I found online. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It's all acrylic, but we're going to start out with some Model Air black, followed by some Model Air pale blue gray. I'm hoping to improve this sand brown as a rust color, put it on more like a wash. Some deep burnt areas with silver gray, and then for the most charred and intense burning areas, some cold white, followed by a bunch of pigments. But we'll see how it goes. And you guys stay tuned, it should be interesting. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of shakes of a lamb's tail, as long as it takes me to get set up here. Okay, it'll be just a second for you guys. See you in a moment.